What if I told you that the real reason your erections have gotten weaker after 60 isn't because of aging, it's because your blood isn't flowing the way it used to. And there's a simple, natural drink made with ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen that could flip that switch back on in less than 30 minutes. No pills, no side effects, just pure circulation. Here's what most men don't know. When you fix blood flow, everything changes. But here's the part no one's telling you. You've been looking at performance problems the wrong way. It's not just about testosterone. It's not your age. It's about nitric oxide, the miracle molecule your body needs to open blood vessels and get energy moving where it matters most. And in this series, you're going to get the exact drink formula backed by real science that's already transformed thousands of lives. Each ingredient plays a powerful role, and when you combine them the right way, you'll feel the results faster than you ever imagined. So stick with me, because this isn't just a tip, it's a turning point. Let's start with the powerhouse that lays the foundation for everything beetroot juice. If there's one ingredient I wish every man over 60 knew about, it's this. Not a supplement, not a prescription, just a deep red root that can change your life. And it's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. You see, most of the men who walk into my clinic think their problem is testosterone. They believe their body is just slowing down with age. And while hormones do play a role, they're not the main culprit. What really changes after 60 is circulation. Blood flow is the engine behind every strong, lasting erection. And when blood can't move freely, energy fades, confidence disappears, and intimacy becomes something you avoid, not something you enjoy. This is where beetroot juice comes in. It's rich in natural nitrates, compounds. Your body converts into nitric oxide. Now, nitric oxide is the key molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax, open up, and allow blood to move through your body. It's like turning on a faucet that's been clogged for years. And the results can be felt within minutes, not days or weeks. That's right. Clinical studies, including one from the University of Exeter, found that beetroot juice increases nitric oxide levels and boosts circulation by up to 16% in just minutes. That's rare in the world of natural health. Most remedies take time. This one, it gets to work almost immediately. And it's not just about intimacy. Better blood flow means more oxygen to your brain, lower blood pressure, less inflammation, and better liver support. One of my older patients, a quiet man in his 70s, tried beetroot juice for the first time and came back to me a week later grinning from ear to ear. He hadn't felt that kind of energy or firmness in years. And all it took was a glass of this ruby red juice. No appointments, no medications, just the right nutrients in the right form. Now you're probably wondering, how do you prepare it? It's simple. Take 2 medium-sized beets. Give them a good wash, but don't peel them. The skin is loaded with nutrients your body can use. Slice them into chunks and toss them into a blender. Add half a cup of water and blend until smooth. What you'll get is a rich, thick juice full of natural nitrate power. Drink it fresh. Don't store it. That's how you get the full nitric oxide benefit fast. This is your starting point, your base layer. But we're just getting warmed up, because beetroot opens the door, and next we're going to light a fire that sends blood surging through those open vessels with speed, heat, and intensity. Now that beetroot has opened the blood vessels and laid the foundation, it's time to turn up the heat, literally. Let's talk about ingredient number 2, cayenne pepper. This fiery red spice does more than add flavor to your food. It acts like a matchstick, igniting your circulation and sending a wave of energy throughout your entire body. One of my patients, Tom, 67 years old, retired Navy, came to me frustrated. He said, "Doc, I'm eating clean, I exercise, I take my vitamins, but I just don't feel the fire anymore. So I gave him one simple suggestion: add a pinch of cayenne to his beetroot juice. He looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But a week later, he called me back and said 4 words I'll never forget: that fire is back. Cayenne pepper contains a compound called capsaicin, and it's the reason your mouth burns when you eat it. But here's the magic. Capsaicin is also a vasodilator, meaning it helps your blood vessels expand. When those vessels widen, more blood flows faster, and with greater pressure. You can actually feel it, that tingling warmth in your chest and belly, that circulation coming back to life. And this isn't just anecdotal. A 2017 study from Laval University in Canada found that capsaicin increased nitric oxide levels by 24% within minutes and improved vascular function by over 30% in just a few weeks. That's real measurable change, without any pharmaceuticals. But the benefits don't stop there. Cayenne also boosts metabolism, burns stubborn fat, reduces inflammation, and even eases joint pain. For older men, that's a powerful combination. You're not just improving one area, you're upgrading your whole body. Now let's be honest, this ingredient is not for the faint of heart. The first time you try it, you'll feel it. That heat is intense. But don't let it scare you. That warmth is your body waking up again, feeling alive, energized, and responsive. How do you use it? It's simple. After you've blended your beetroot base, just add half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Stir it in thoroughly. The deep red juice becomes even bolder, and it's ready to go. This isn't about suffering through something unpleasant. It's about reawakening systems that have been quiet for far too long. It's about giving your body the signals it needs to perform at its best, quickly, naturally, and without side effects. With beetroot opening the path and cayenne accelerating the flow, you've now got momentum. But we're not done yet, because coming up next are 2 powerful amino acids that take all this energy and sustain it. Now that the beetroot has opened your blood vessels and the cayenne has sparked your circulation, it's time to keep the engine running strong. Ingredient 3 is the rocket fuel that powers this entire formula, the combination of L-Arginine and L-Citrulline. These aren't just supplements, they're amino acids, the very building blocks your body uses to create nitric oxide, the key to healthy blood flow and lasting performance. But here's what most men don't know. L-Arginine on its own breaks down too fast. It gives you a quick boost, and then disappears before the real benefits can kick in. That's why pairing it with L-Citrulline changes everything. L-Citrulline helps your body create its own L-Arginine naturally, which means more nitric oxide, more blood flow, and results that don't just start fast. They stay strong. One of my patients, Robert, 72 years old, came to me with a quiet sadness in his eyes. He said, "Doc, I don't feel like a man anymore." That hit me, not just because of the words, but because I could see he meant it. So we started small. We added L-Arginine and L-Citrulline to his routine alongside beetroot and cayenne. Just a few weeks later, he came back with a smile. His posture had changed. His voice had more strength. And he said, "My wife noticed. And so did I." That's the power of this combination. The Journal of Sexual Medicine published a study showing that men who took these 2 amino acids together experienced a 68% improvement in erection firmness in just a few weeks. That's not a minor boost. That's the difference between hesitation and confidence, between doubt and power. And this isn't just about intimacy. L-Arginine and L-Citrulline also help reduce muscle soreness, improve heart function, increase endurance, and even promote deeper, more restful sleep. When your circulation works, everything works. Your energy, your focus, your confidence, your ability to show up for the people you love. So how do you add them? Simple. After blending your beetroot base and stirring in the cayenne, add 1.5 teaspoons of L-Arginine powder and 1.5 teaspoons of L-Citrulline powder. Stir it thoroughly. Let it dissolve. And let your body absorb every drop. This is not just a drink. It's a system, a strategy, a way to take back what time and stress may have tried to steal. You don't need to rely on pills. You don't have to accept decline. You can feel strong again. You can feel proud again. And it starts right here with the rocket fuel your body's been waiting for. Now get ready, because next we're going to add one last ingredient that seals everything together. It's sweet, it's powerful, and it's been used for thousands of years. And now it's time for the final touch. The ingredient that not only pulls everything together, but gives your heart, your blood vessels, and even your testosterone a powerful lift. Ingredient 4, pomegranate juice. The finishing touch. Pomegranate juice isn't just sweet and refreshing. It's been celebrated for centuries, from ancient Persia to modern-day America, as a symbol of life, strength, and vitality. And today, science is finally catching up to what traditional wisdom already knew. Here's the truth. Pomegranate juice is packed with antioxidants. In fact, it contains 3 times more antioxidants than red wine or green tea. These antioxidants, especially one called punicalagin, help reduce oxidative stress, repair damaged blood vessels, and protect your arteries from stiffening. That means better blood flow, not just to your brain, your heart, or your muscles, but to the place that matters most for intimacy. One study published in the International Journal of Impotence Research found that men who drank just 8 ounces of pomegranate juice daily experienced a significant improvement in erectile function. Not only that they reported better stamina, better recovery, and a more consistent sense of energy throughout the day. But wait, it gets better. Pomegranate juice also helps regulate testosterone levels. Yes, testosterone. It stimulates the body's natural production by reducing inflammation and lowering cortisol, your stress hormone. Less stress, more testosterone. It's a natural seesaw. And when testosterone rises, everything else improves, from your mood to your motivation, your focus, even your muscle tone. One of my older clients, James, a 68-year-old retired firefighter, told me he was feeling sluggish, defeated, and emotionally flat. He'd lost his fire, he said. I asked him to give this drink a shot. Just once a day. He added beetroot juice, cayenne, L-Arginine, L-Citrulline, and finally, a half cup of pure pomegranate juice. 6 weeks later, James walked into my office, shoulders back, eyes bright, and said, "My wife told me she hasn't seen me smile like this in years." That's the quiet magic of pomegranate. It doesn't hit you like a jolt. It builds, day by day, restoring circulation, balancing hormones, helping your body come back to life, from the inside out. So how do you add it? After mixing the first 3 ingredients, pour in half a cup of 100% pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice. Give it a good stir. Let that ruby red color shine. This isn't just a drink. It's a declaration that you're not giving up, that your best days still lie ahead. That age may be just a number, but vitality is a choice. Now, with this final ingredient added, you've built something powerful. A natural formula that restores, energizes, and elevates. No pills, no prescriptions, just real food, real science, and real results. You've just built a drink that could change your life, not someday, not eventually, but starting today. So here it is, the final sip, and a brand new beginning. Let's take a moment and picture it. You're standing in your kitchen, sunlight coming in through the window. You're holding a glass filled with beetroot juice, a touch of cayenne, L-Arginine, L-Citrulline, and pomegranate juice swirling like a jewel in your hand. This isn't some fancy supplement or magic potion. And the first time you drink it, you'll feel something shift. Maybe it's subtle, a sense of warmth, alertness, or clarity. But give it a week, then 2. And what starts as a quiet change becomes something undeniable. You wake up easier, you walk farther, you feel more connected. Not just to your body, but to your confidence, your power, your drive. You stop dreading bedtime because you know you'll sleep deeper. You stop avoiding intimacy because energy is coming back. You feel like yourself again. Or maybe the self you thought was gone. One of the most common things I hear from men over 60 is this: I didn't know how much I was missing until I got it back. And that's what this is really about. Not just blood flow, not just nitric oxide, but reclaiming your life on your terms. This drink taken daily does more than support circulation. It tells your body, I'm not done yet. I still have things to do, people to love, moments to enjoy. It tells your heart, literally and metaphorically, to keep beating strong. And let me say this, it's never too late. Whether you're 62 or 82, your body can still respond. It can still heal, it can still thrive, but only if you give it what it needs. So start small. Make the drink. Sip it slowly. Let it remind you what's possible. Then do it again tomorrow. And the next day. Because consistency, not perfection, is what creates transformation. And if you ever feel like giving up, remember you've already made the decision. You chose to care. You chose to act. And that choice is what makes all the difference. Now, before we end, I want to leave you with one last thing. You are not alone. There are thousands of men and women walking this same path, striving to live stronger, love deeper, and age with dignity. Let's support each other. Let's build a community that inspires, not one that accepts decline. So here's what you can do right now. If this message spoke to you, if you learned something valuable today, leave a comment and tell us your age, your story, or even your first small win. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because we've got more insights, more science, and more inspiration coming your way. You've just taken the first step. Let's take the next one together. This is your time. This is your comeback. And it all starts with the final sip. If you've made it this far, then you already know this isn't just another health video. This is about reclaiming something deeper. Your strength, your drive, your vitality, and it starts with small, simple steps. So here's what I want you to do. If today's message resonated with you, even just a little pause for a second and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us your age. Tell us where you are on this journey. And most of all, tell us how you're feeling right now, because your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Not just for more tips, but to stay connected to a community that actually cares. We're here to support each other, to learn, to grow, to keep going together. I promise every week we'll bring you something new. A story, a truth, a breakthrough, something that reminds you your best years aren't behind you. They're just beginning. So comment below, subscribe now. And if you really want to help others find this message, share this video with someone you love. Let's age with strength. Let's age with purpose. And let's keep walking this path side by side.